Hello everyone, this is Sunset2 and welcome to another Fabric mod overview, this time on AutoHarvest, a mod that's the ability for you to interact in many different ways with crops, animals and fishing rods. And you just need two keys and you can switch between modes or turn it on and off. So we'll just go to controls, you can see, and you'll find them about here, so J and H by default. What you can do obviously is switch between harvest, which is the first one, planting, farmer, seed, feed, and fishing. Harvest obviously allows you to harvest crops around you with a tool in hand. This will be mostly those that are grown already. So if we actually remove that, you can obviously tell it'll just harvest it anyways, because we're just in the general area. Okay, so I do need a hoe for it, so just wanted to make sure. Yep, so it does take a bit to activate it, but it will eventually do it. And it obviously doesn't use durability, because that's not how a hoe is used. To make durability dwindle. Next we have plant, which obviously plants a seed. So if we swap to that, and we check that we also still have AutoHarvest on, we can try things like bamboo, doesn't seem to. Mushrooms, doesn't seem to be the case either, unless I'm just doing something wrong, and I have tried in stone. Try with other seeds. It'll go about it once it detects some, but it switches to AutoHarvest being turned off after the stack or however many spaces is gone. So actually try that with a potato, and if we do that and turn it on, you can see now it's filled up all the spaces. Obviously it's got nothing else to do, but it'll keep going actually. So once you're probably out of a stack, it'll eventually do that. So we'll just put that down to 1, fill it, and it's now stopped. In terms of others though, I'm not too sure, but for seeds on farmland, or possibly in netherwort, it should work, but everything else like sugarcane, sweet berries, and bamboo or mushrooms doesn't seem to be the case. And cactus isn't supported as far as I can tell for any of these particular things, as you can see here. Farmer obviously allows you to harvest and replant, so I'm pretty sure we have that set to off now. We just bone meal a few. So you don't have to worry about holding the seeds in your hand to do it. It just does it already. Obviously, I'm pretty sure this will work if you keep bone mealing, possibly, or it just takes a bit to detect it. So, I just do that all the way, and then wait. Yeah, so it's within a certain close range of possibly 2 blocks or so, or 1 block. So keep that in mind. We switch to seed, anything in the area, such as grass, ferns, dead bushes or seagrass, or even kelp will be removed when in the area. I'll just clear this real quick, just get my fishing rod back. So we just place any of these in the world, you can see. We also get some kelp as well, which I haven't come across the actual harvesting for. So it harvests kelp if you're in the seed mode. It doesn't if you're in harvest mode, which harvest mode it will for sugarcane and the other seeds. It won't for kelp for some reason, so keep that in mind. So I just put kelp there, you can see it's not working. I switch to harvest, and then put some kelp down, you can see it isn't, and obviously even if it grew, it would most likely probably do the same as sugarcane, where it takes from the top. So keep that in mind, but if we go back to seed, you can see grass, ferns, dead bushes, and seagrass are removed. Sea pickles can't load for some reason, so that's fine. Turn that off. Obviously you've got some seagrass, and then activate it again against seas removed. Next up is feed, which obviously allows you to feed your animals, or if it's a sheep, you can shear it. So we'll just go to sheep and pig here. Spawn these in. So I've fed the sheep, and the auto harvest is turned off, and I turn it back on again. It's fed the pig. If I turn auto harvest on for shears, it'll shear the sheep. So, yeah. And finally we have fishing, which allows you to recast your rod and reel it in automatically. So I'm pretty sure that we haven't enabled it yet. So fishing, we'll turn it on, and we'll put it out there, and then we'll just wait, and it should do the rest for us, depending on if we get a catch. And it's obviously continually doing it. I'm not doing anything at all, it's just doing it itself. And obviously just move around a bit, and it'll still obviously be able to keep up like you typically would when fishing. And it'll just keep going forever. Otherwise though, that's pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.